Surf, sun, and sand. Great food, a Ferris wheel, rides, games, and fun, fun, fun. That's what's in store for you at the Misquamicut Fall Festival, September 17th, 18th, and 19th at Misquamicut State Beach. Entertainment all weekend long features local and national acts. The Misquamicut Fall Festival is a family-friendly event with carnival rides, magic shows, karate demos, arts and crafts, a food truck rodeo, chainsaw wood carving, and so much more. Go to MisquamiCutFestival.org for more information.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, my name is Ben Barber. I know it's only been about a half hour since the last time you saw me. I did shave. However, I trimmed up the beard in the last 40 minutes or so. So I hope that that is a slight improvement, I guess. Tonight we are kicking off our preview. We have two special guests tonight. Number one is Rob Sylvia. I hope that I'm saying your last name right, from Epic Movie Cars, who's going to be there for the Classic Car Show Sunday 11 to 3. And then after Rob, we are going to be talking to Sal Polichetti, YouTube sensation, with over 15 million or so views on YouTube of his song Jesus Is a Friend of Mine from the 80s. The song has been covered by Glee, and it's appeared on the show Community, and so many great stories. He's traveled the world with it. So we're really excited about both of our guests tonight. So let me first bring on Rob. Rob, hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Wonderful, thanks. Thank you for joining us. So tell us a little bit about Epic Movie Cars.
Well, the movie cars we drive around, and we try to take part in a lot of different events that we can help share our cars. And there's a lot of parades and charity events that we get involved with, and as well as large organizations like Comic-Con and the Fan Expo in Boston we were a part of as well. So we do quite a bit.
Awesome. What cars are you going to be bringing down to the beach? And before I say that, you can go to epicmoviecars.com and see all of these cars for yourself. Let me pull them up. And this is great. Now I see that it says weddings and more. How many, so I think that could be really fun, especially for someone who's a huge fan. I know some Back to the Future fans that would love to have a DeLorean at their wedding.
Correct. Right.
That's something that's really cool. So which cars are we going to see this weekend?
This weekend on Sunday, we're going to have the original Batmobile from 1966, the Adam West version, and we are going to have the DeLorean from Back to the Future will also be there. And Herbie the Love Bug from 1969's movie will be there. The Jurassic Park Jeep and Explorer will be there, as well as a Clever Girl right there. You could see the Clever Girl tribute for Jurassic Park. We're going to be well represented.
Definitely. And so we're scrolling through sort of a bunch of the cars that you guys have, and there's another Jurassic Park one as well. Yeah. There's the DeLorean. The DeLorean is something that the DeLorean has made several stops in in Misquamicut. It's no stranger to Misquamicut at this point, and we love it. It's always a kick. It's a wonderful time when the drive-in is happening over the summer, and some of these Epic Movie Cars come down during the drive-in is something that everybody always loves a lot. And let's talk a little bit about Herbie.
Well, Herbie is my car that I own. I've had that for about 10 years now. And like the other car owners, we built these for ourselves and just to enjoy and drive around and relive our childhood dreams, if you will. And we ended up meeting at a parade and decided to do some group events together. And what made us pretty popular was last year's pandemic. We had driven around and had volunteered for several hundred birthday parades that became so popular, and we did quite a few of them last year, from probably mid-April to the end of June or so, and it was a lot of fun. We got to know each other really well. Since we were practically all removed from our jobs because of everyone's shutdown.
Right.
So we were out there about 12 hours a day at some point, some days, doing these parades one after the other, and we had a good time doing it.
Awesome. Well, that is a wonderful use of a bad situation, and something
Sure.
where, you guys can not only bring joy to other people, but also enjoy yourselves, which is fantastic. We're really excited to have you guys. The Classic Car Show is Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. These movie cars are going to be a wonderfully huge hit, as they always are. So that's fantastic. And is there anything else that you wanted to let people know?
Well, we're going to have photo opportunities for anyone who wants to have their pictures taken with the car or inside the vehicle. That will be available as well. And we'll have plenty of contact information if they wanted to use us for any birthdays or weddings or any kind of special parties. The one school district had asked us to do a graduation parade for the entire school district last year.
That makes sense.
I want to say it was about an hour and a half long with the fire trucks and teachers and all that, and that was a good time as well. And we've driven and done events for the Tomorrow Fund and plenty of other groups as well. So we try to do what we can to bring as much joy as we can.
Nice. Well, I just want to say thank you again, Rob, for your time. I hope that everybody comes down and checks out the Classic Car Show Sunday, 11 to 3. And check out Epic Movie Cars. You can find them on social media. You can find them at epicmoviecars.com. And the things that you're doing are bringing joy and spreading joy to the communities that you are in. And I think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you on Sunday.
You're welcome. We're really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob.
All right. Thank you.
He was incredible. I can't wait to see those cars. I was obsessed with Herbie when I was a little kid, and I can't wait to take a picture with it and get close to it and everything. So that's fantastic. The DeLorean, obviously, always a big hit. Caswell, thanking you. Thank you, Caswell. Mariah says, cool. All right. So my next guest is going to be one of our headliners on Saturday, Sal Polichetti. He is a wonderful human being. I got to meet him earlier this year when we did a Caswell Cook show, and I produced it, and he's absolutely wonderful. His song, Jesus is a Friend of Mine, has been a YouTube sensation, over 15 million views on YouTube, over several covers, several very famous covers. It appeared in an episode of Glee. It appeared in an episode of Community. There's a cover of it on Glee that you can get everywhere where you stream music. And if you haven't seen it, and maybe if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure that you've probably seen it. So here is a clip of Jesus is a Friend of Mine before I bring on Sal.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. He taught me how to live my life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that he's one who will never leave you flat. Jesus is
the song is so infectiously fun, and so is this man, Sal Polichetti. Hello, Sal. How are you?
Okay, Ben. Very good. Very good.
So I can't wait for you and your band One Swift Kick to come on Saturday to Fallfest. Have you ever been to Mesquamaket?
No, never have. Never have. But it looks fabulous.
It is a gem of the Northeast. I believe you're in New York. Is that right?
Yes, we're upstate New York.
Very nice. So tell us a little bit about, well, first of all, this was sort of, you were that song is from, I believe, 1983. Is that correct? 1980, or the
Actually, I
early
wrote it
80s?
in 1981.
Okay.
And that TV clip is from 1982.
So if you want a viral video, ladies and gentlemen, here's what you do. You write a song.
Wait 35 years.
Wait 35 years. And then someone else will upload it and,
Right.
and
Wasn't
it'll
me.
take off. What was that? So what was the feeling like? How did you find out that this song that you wrote so many years ago had gained so much popularity?
Originally, it was on on somebody's blog. Doug Principali, a gentleman in California, had a pop culture blog. A lot of old TV shows from the 70s, Where Are They Now stuff. And he was looking for things to put on his show. And when this show was on, it was on an NBC show on Sunday morning. A priest friend of his had taped it and given him the videotape. So he was looking through his box of tapes and he goes, "Ooh, I wonder what will happen if I put this on my blog." Well, right away, because it was, well, don't forget, this was the 2000s already. People thought it was fake.
Right.
Because the way we were dressed, the way we looked, but he knew it was real. He never said anything.
Yeah.
He just let the people respond as it was. In fact, he told me that when it got popular on his blog site, it was put into a video gong show, and Jane Weedon, the guitar player from the Go-Go's, gonged it, and she was roundly booed by the crowd. So if I ever run into the Go-Go's, I'm going to put that in her face. But the reason he found me, because at the end of the clip, Dr. Barber, the host, says, "Thank you, Sal." He found our album. Now, we only printed 1,000 of them and only sold them at our concerts. He found our album on a rare album website, bought it, and there was my name on the back, Sal Polichetti. He Googled me, and I popped up on a website at a college where I did some theater. He contacted them. The professor from the college called me and said, "Look, I don't know who this guy is. I didn't give him your number, but here's his number." And it was a California number. So I called the number. I said, "Hi, it's me. I'm Sal Polichetti. Did I date your sister? Do I owe you money? I mean, what, you know?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Are you near a computer? Go on my blog site." And there on the blog site, I said, "Where'd you get this tape?" And he explained it to me. He did an interview with me to prove to his blog site people that it was real. And then somebody else pulled it off his website and put it on YouTube. And somebody called me up and just said, "You know, I just saw you on YouTube, but not you now, you like a long time ago." So I says, "It's got to be Jesus, a friend of mine." So I searched it, and then I logged on as a YouTube user, identified myself as the writer, and then everything went crazy from there.
So were you able to and this, I mean, you don't have to like go into too much detail on this, but were you able to like get copyright over the YouTube video?
No,
all?
not really.
Yeah.
No, not really. I copywrote the song
Right.
when I wrote it, thank God.
Yeah.
But the video, in fact, I contacted NBC to see if I could get the rights to the video myself.
Yep.
And they can't find it. They have no knowledge of it at all. I says, "But it says over the closing credit," because I taped the whole show.
Right.
On the closing credits, it says NBC Office of Public Consumer Affairs. Oh, that department doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess it's public domain, I suppose.
All right. Disney can keep things from public domain forever, but not Sal Polichetti.
But not me. No, I guess not.
So what was it like when when it was in Community, and I think Community was the first time that I had heard the song.
Right.
And then I also saw the in share. Yeah.
Yeah. Community. She sang 10 seconds of it.
Yep.
And it was really pretty funny. Now, I wasn't on Facebook or anything at the time. And then I get a call from Glee, and I says, "How did you find me?" She says, "Well, I know the woman that does the booking for Community, and she gave me your number." She says, "The premise is Jane Lynch's character is coaching another team at regionals, and she finds out that one of the judges is a nun, so she wants a religious song to grease the skids a little bit." She says, "And our people found your song. And we'll pay you a whole bunch of money if we use it. The taping is in 2 days." Now, of course, if I lived about 3,000 miles closer, I would have actually gone to the taping. And she asked me, "Do you want to come to the taping?" I says, "I'm in New York. I mean, I can't get out there." And they called me the next day, and they said, "We shot it. It looks great. It's going to be in the show." And it aired 3 weeks later. And my wife and I and my kids, we sat there and were hysterical for the whole minute and a half.
And that's, I mean, when this aired, when this aired on Glee, it was the height of pop culture.
Yeah.
You know, that this was Glee's sweet spot.
That's right.
Right when it was as big as it ever was. And there is your song that you forgotten about the song? I mean,
Completely.
I don't. Yeah.
Completely. The Sunseed broke up in December of 1983. For the next couple of years, perhaps, I got some phone calls from some kindergarten teachers in Catholic schools saying, "Oh, our kids are graduating kindergarten. They'd like to sing your song at the graduation. Do you have your permission?" "Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead." "Yeah, sure. What the heck?" But completely didn't give it a thought or a mention. I kept in touch with a couple of the members of Sunseed, but this was a complete surprise. I mean, I've got to be the luckiest guy in the world. Because I did nothing. Did nothing. And look what happened.
You wrote one of the catchiest songs ever, though. It's infectiously fun, which is why it's a very fun song. It's instantly memorable, and
which was just re-recorded, by the way.
Oh, really?
There's a ska band in New Jersey.
Yes.
that I played with in England, Rude Boy George. And they asked me about a year ago, right before COVID hit, "Hey, would you like to re-record your song? We'll help you re-record it." I said, "Wow, with a real ska band?" "Yeah." And we started to record it. Then COVID hit. When COVID started to ease up a little bit, I put the vocals down. It took a year and a half. I don't think Sgt. Pepper took that long, to tell you the truth. But we did finish it finally. We're still trying to decide what to do with it. We may shoot a video, a vinyl release. I have no idea, but I can't tell you how big I am in England.
I wanted to talk about the ska bands and Europe. What is that like?
It's indescribable. 2014, I get a phone call from Paul Williams, not a phone call, an email. "Hi, I'm Paul Williams. This is the 3rd year we're running a charity ska reggae festival in Dorset, England. The money goes to it's a teen cancer charity. And your song, it's very big here. So we can't pay you, but we'd love for you to come. We'll put you up for the weekend. All the bands know your song." All the bands know my song? "We'll get one of the bands to back you." So I wasn't going to go. I said, "This is stupid. I fly across an ocean for this." And one of my sisters convinced me. She says, "The things we regret in life are the things we don't do. Do it. I'll go with you." So two of my sisters went with me. We went to the festival, and I was shocked. Most of the bands knew who I was by sight. Walking through the crowd knew who I was. I didn't pay for a meal. I didn't pay for a drink. I didn't pay for any, and there's my cat walking. I didn't pay for anything that whole weekend. I was signing autographs. I was taking pictures. Well, 2 years later, I went back with my wife, and I explained to her, I says, your husband's a big rock star in England. Ha. We got there. It was worse. It was worse. All the bands found out that she was my wife. They were giving her T-shirts. She was getting swag. And then 2 years later, I went back with my kids. Now, it's very hard to impress your children. My kids at the time were probably 21 and 18, and they'd had totally enough of this Jesus is a friend of mine stuff. But after I played on stage with a band, I got off the stage. We were going to go eat in the green room. And someone from a radio station came up to me and said, "Oh, can I do an interview?" "Oh, sure." And they went, "He's doing a radio interview?" That impressed them.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that that happened, because it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Oh.
And we're so excited. Can you tell us, before we go, can you tell us a little bit about One Swift Kick, your new group that you'll be joining us with?
Well, we've been together about with most of the members for about 12, 13 years. We do 50s, 60s, early 70s rock. If you don't like what you hear, relax, because in 2.5 minutes you'll hear something else. Really,
Yeah.
Beatles, Elvis. We do some Traveling Wilburys, because they are absolutely 60s related somehow.
Absolutely.
And I have to tell you that my band, One Swift Kick, they had to learn my song.
Yeah.
Because it was not part of our set. But one of the guys in the band actually said to me, our guitar player, Steve, said, "You know, the reason we got invited to this thing was because of your song. I think we should play your song." So yes, it's in the set list.
I love that. I love that. I know that everybody's going to appreciate that. I know that Caswell's going to love it, because, you see him, he signs on for these interview shows that he does, and he's just whistling your song backstage, for months now. And, so we really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you, One Swift Kick, Saturday, 6 p.m.
Oh, yeah, so excited.
We're so excited to have you. I hope that you enjoy Mesquamaket, and I hope that
we're coming up on Friday, so we'll be there for Friday night to check it out, and then we perform Saturday. So
excellent. If you haven't ever gone on a Ferris wheel overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, it's breathtaking. So definitely check that out. Thank you so much, Sal. It was wonderful to talk to you, as always.
No,
and I'll see you on Saturday.
You bet, Ben. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks.
No problem.
Wow. Nicest guy in the world. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. And a wonderful songwriter as well. Like I said, one of the catchiest songs ever. There's a reason. Yes, it's from the early 80s. Yes, it's a Christian rock song from the early 80s. And there's something inherently a little funny about that, and it works in those funny situations, like in Community and Glee. But it's also just like the joy in that video, and the joy that it's brought to so many people is wonderful. And Sal and One Swift Kick will be playing the music that everybody loves all weekend. So I just want to take a second before we go to talk about, I can't wait to be there from Michigan tomorrow. Thank you, Margie. All right. So I want to take a second to talk about the main stage acts. Friday night, September 17th, starting at 5:30, we have Completely Destroyed. At 6:45, we have Dopey Lopes, I'm not sure. And the Up All Night Band. 8:15, we have Jeff Slate and Friends. Saturday, September 18th, we have at 11:30. In the afternoon on Saturday, we have a wonderful group of children's entertainment and adult entertainment, family fun. 11:30, Magic of Larry and David. 12 p.m. is kids entertainment. 12:30 is author Julia Reed, who is going to be reading some of her children's book and signing autographs. 1 p.m., Magic of Larry and David. Once again, 1:30, Morgan Betancourt and Friends. 3 p.m., the incredible Ryan Piccolo. 4 p.m., local sensation Nick Bossy. 6 p.m., One Swift Kick with Sal. 8:30, Barry Goudreau of Engine Room and formerly of Boston, who I talked to last night. Barry is a wonderful man, an amazing guitarist, a legend. And Sunday, 12 to 1:30, we have Richard Lloyd Group, and 2 to 5, we have Scott Fowler and Southbound featuring Nina J. Also, I just want to take a second to thank our sponsors, Rockwell Amusements, Yale New Haven Health, Westerly Hospital, Yale New Haven Health. Thank you for being a sponsor of Fallfest. And with the classic rock show and stuff, I also want to point out 102.3 The Wolf, and all of our sponsors. You can find out all of that information at Misquamicut.org and MisquamiCutFestival.org. Let's see what else. Is there any other housekeeping that I need to go through? I don't think so. I'm going to be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and I'm going to give away at least 4 more free tickets. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We're doing another giveaway for free tickets tomorrow night, 7 p.m. I'll let you know who my guests are tomorrow. But we have 2 more preview shows, and then Fallfest kicks off Friday night, 5 p.m. Can't wait. See you there. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we'll see you at the beach.
Surf, sun, and sand. Great food, a Ferris wheel, rides, games, and fun, fun, fun. That's what's in store for you at the Misquamicut Fall Festival, September 17th, 18th, and 19th at Misquamicut State Beach. Entertainment all weekend long features local and national acts. The Misquamicut Fall Festival is a family-friendly event with carnival rides, magic shows, karate demos, arts and crafts, a food truck rodeo, chainsaw wood carving, and so much more. Go to MisquamiCutFestival.org for more information.